Ladies and gentlemen, today we will talk about 3 rare and valuable Australian coins that can change your pocket. Stay tuned to the end of the video. Maybe the coin I tell you about at the end will be with you and change your fate. Let's get started. First up, the 1979 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin in your pocket change, but in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, this particular coin holds a place of unexpected significance and rising value. Let us begin with its history. In 1979, Australia was continuing the decimal coinage system introduced in 1966. The 10-cent coin, bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, was among the most widely circulated coins. Designed by Arnold Machin, the portrait of the Queen during this era showed her younger years, dignified and regal, a design used across many Commonwealth nations during that time. But here's where the story takes a fascinating twist. Most Australian coins were struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, and coins sometimes feature tiny mint marks to indicate special editions or alternate production locations. However, the 1979 10-cent coin has no mint mark, and that absence is exactly what drives collectors into a frenzy. While this may sound trivial to the casual observer, to collectors, it's a clue, a signal of rarity, and the beginning of a hunt. You may ask, why would a missing mint mark matter? The answer lies in mintage anomalies, production oddities, and historical context. The lack of a mint mark could suggest a short production run, or possibly a transitional die was used, one intended for another mint or year. These kinds of subtle details are what create scarcity, and scarcity is the golden rule in the collector's market. The fewer surviving specimens of a coin with a distinct error or feature, the more valuable it becomes. This coin is no longer just a 10-cent piece, it's a hidden gem from the past, often forgotten in old drawers, coin jars, or tucked away in forgotten albums. Many Australians carried this coin in their hands, unaware they were holding a piece of numismatic history. Imagine discovering that something you've kept for decades is now highly sought after, and potentially worth hundreds, even thousands of times more than its face value. The 1979 Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark is rare not only in physical circulation but also in the records. Over the years, its demand has grown dramatically among collectors in Australia and beyond. It's now featured in coin shows, listed on collector forums, and discussed in online auctions where buyers eagerly compete to add it to their treasure trove. What makes this coin truly special is its connection to history. It represents a moment in time, a design that captured the grace of a monarch, and a production mystery that has yet to be fully explained. Every valuable coin has a story, and this one tells a tale of overlooked importance, rediscovered decades later by those with a passion for the past. Now let's talk value. Depending on the condition, whether circulated or uncirculated, and especially if it's in mint state, MS, condition, this coin can fetch impressive prices. Collectors have been known to pay between $1,500 to $6,000 for well-preserved examples. In international auctions, particularly when certified by grading companies, this value has climbed even higher, up to $12,000 in rare cases. The highest recorded sale of a flawless specimen reached an astonishing mark that surprised even veteran dealers. This value isn't just based on scarcity. It's driven by emotion, nostalgia, and the collector's desire to own a piece of something rare and beautiful. This coin is like a vintage wine, aged, rare, and irresistible to the right audience. If you have one in your collection, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a valuable asset, a part of Australia's currency legacy. So, what should you do if you find this coin in your collection? First, handle it with care. Never clean it, as that can reduce its value. Place it in a protective holder or sleeve and consider having it evaluated by a professional coin grader. Document its condition and begin researching reputable collectors or auctions who specialize in rare Australian coins. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine the thrill of discovering such a treasure tucked away in an old purse or a box of childhood keepsakes. This coin isn't just worth money, it's a story waiting to be told, and the market for it is growing every day. With interest in vintage and rare coins at an all-time high, now is the perfect time to take action. If you're passionate about coin collecting, or even just curious about what might be hiding in your home, let this be your sign. Go check your coin jars, search through your old change, and keep your eyes open at flea markets and estate sales. The 1979 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark could be closer than you think. And remember, this is not just about profit. It's about being part of history, discovering hidden value in the everyday, and realizing that sometimes the smallest things can be worth the most. This coin is a perfect example of that timeless truth. So don't wait. Start looking today. Your treasure may already be in your hands, and collectors around the world are waiting for their chance to own a piece of this remarkable story. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, your next big find might just be a tiny coin from 1979 that changes everything. Next up, the remarkable 1982 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark, a coin that may seem ordinary to the untrained eye but holds extraordinary potential for collectors and investors alike. In 1982, Australia was already well into the decimal currency era. The 10-cent coin, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold McKim on the obverse and the striking image of a male superb lyrebird on the reverse, continued to circulate widely. It was minted as part of the Royal Australian Mint's regular production, and millions of these coins entered daily use. However, what sets some of these 1982 coins apart is the absence of a mint mark, creating a mystery that has drawn attention from sharp-eyed collectors around the globe. Unlike commemorative editions or coins made specifically for collectors, this coin was produced for general circulation. That's where its potential lies. Coins intended for everyday use but later recognized for unique features, like a missing mint mark, often become the most sought after. The no mint mark feature could be due to a limited batch, a transitional die, or a quiet design shift, and these details add layers of intrigue that collectors adore. The no mint mark 1982 10-cent coin is gaining attention because of its subtle rarity. You won't find it flashing with gold or adorned with color. Instead, its value lies in quiet distinction. It's the kind of coin that doesn't announce itself but rewards those who pay close attention. And that's exactly what makes it so special in the numismatic world. The combination of historical context, design elegance, and potential scarcity creates a perfect storm for rising value. Right now, in coin circles across Australia and beyond, interest in this particular year and type is steadily building. It may not have exploded onto the collector scene like some era coins or low mintage pieces yet, but that is precisely what makes it such an exciting opportunity. The market for this coin is still developing, and that opens the door for early collectors to secure it before prices reach new heights. The current market value for well-preserved examples of the 1982 no mint mark 10-cent coin ranges anywhere between $800 and $2,500, depending on condition and demand. But for coins in exceptional condition, those that show minimal wear or are graded in mint state, prices can rise higher, touching up to $4,000 or more in private sales or collector auctions. And these values are not static, they are moving targets, influenced by growing interest, scarcity, and numismatic appreciation. The most exciting question now is, how much can its value grow in the future? As more collectors enter the market and historical interest deepens, especially in specific minting anomalies like missing mint marks, this coin's value has the potential to rise significantly. In the next 5 to 10 years, it could realistically command prices well over $7,000 to $1,000 in pristine, graded condition. That's the power of early recognition and patient investment. And this is where you, the viewer, come in. You could be holding this coin in your own home and not even realize its value. Tucked inside a coin jar, stored in an old wallet, or passed down from a family member, the 1982 no mint mark 10-cent coin might already be in your possession. The only way to know is to check carefully, thoroughly, and with a collector's eye. Unlike newer coins that are produced in bulk for souvenirs or with flashy marketing, this coin carries value in history and scarcity. It's part of Australia's monetary legacy, a piece of everyday life that now whispers stories of potential fortune to those who take notice. Its vintage charm, clean design, and quiet rarity make it a perfect candidate for future appreciation. Imagine telling your friends and family that you own a coin that could sell for hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars one day. Imagine holding a piece of national history that increases in value the longer you keep it safe. That's the magic of coin collecting, and this coin is one of its rising stars. So, what should you do if you find a 1982 10-cent coin with no mint mark? First, protect it. Avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can harm its value. Place it in a coin sleeve or holder to preserve its condition. Consider having it evaluated by a professional or submitting it to a grading service. The better its condition, the higher the price it can fetch. Collectors all over the world are looking for coins exactly like this, coins with mystery, rarity, and a traceable backstory. The 1982 Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark fits all of these criteria and more. It is not just a piece of metal, it is a key to unlocking numismatic opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance to act. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this coin belongs in your radar. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of a growing market. Keep your eyes sharp, your coin albums ready, and your curiosity alive. Because the 1982 no mint mark 10-cent coin may very well be your ticket to something big. Next up, the 1983 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark. While countless coins have passed through hands over the decades, some carry a story deeper than their face value, and this one is no exception. What looks like an ordinary silver coin could, in fact, be a rare and valuable artifact, waiting to reward those who recognize its true worth. The 1983 10-cent coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system, introduced in 1966 to simplify the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. By 1983, the Royal Australian Mint was well into its annual minting cycles. The 10-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic lyrebird on the reverse, was already a staple of everyday transactions. But the 1983 version, specifically the one with no mint mark, holds a unique place in the eyes of coin collectors. The absence of a mint mark may seem like a minor detail, but in numismatics, such differences are everything. The lack of any mint mark suggests that the coin was minted at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, but it also raises questions. Why no identifying features? Was it part of a short production run, or was it a transitional coin leading into a new design or bash? These questions give the 1983 no mint mark coin a mystique that collectors chase with passion. Over the years, this coin has become increasingly sought after by numismatists both in Australia and internationally. Collector forums, online marketplaces, and auction platforms often see inquiries about this very coin. Interest is building steadily, and more people want to get their hands on this rare piece of history. The 1983 10-cent no mint mark coin has become a sleeper hit in the coin world, growing in popularity and value each year. One of the most attractive features of this coin is its scarcity in top condition. Circulated coins are common, but finding one in mint state or even near uncirculated quality is becoming more difficult with each passing year. That rarity drives value. As of now, collectors are willing to pay between $1,500 and $4,500 for a clean, well-preserved version of this coin. Some graded examples in exceptional condition have sold for even more in private collections and auction events. The highest potential value of the 1983 no mint mark 10-cent coin can rise dramatically if the right collector is looking for it. In select circumstances, such as if the coin has historical documentation, a perfect grade, or a unique toning pattern, its price can climb up to $7,000 to $9,000. And remember, this is a coin that originally had a face value of just 10 cents. That kind of appreciation shows how powerful coin collecting can be when knowledge meets opportunity. The value of this coin is not low, it is rising steadily and has caught the attention of serious buyers. The current market shows that demand is increasing, and this is the moment when early collectors get rewarded the most. The smart collectors are not waiting for the masses to catch on. They are securing this coin now while it is still accessible, knowing its price will continue to rise. The coin was minted in 1983 as part of Australia's continuing decimal system. It was built for circulation, meant to help everyday Australians with their daily purchases. But time, rarity, and collector interest have transformed this humble coin into a valuable asset. It wasn't made as a commemorative or special issue, but its ordinary purpose is what makes its rarity so extraordinary today. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin on this coin is also part of its appeal. It represents a distinct era in the monarchy and the Commonwealth's coinage. The design holds emotional value for many, especially now that it reflects a bygone period in British and Australian history. Each coin tells a story, and the 1983 10-cent piece tells one of continuity, change, and unexpected worth. What makes this coin's story even more compelling is how overlooked it has been until recently. It has flown under the radar, hiding in plain sight for years in wallets, drawers, and forgotten jars. But now, the numismatic community is shining a spotlight on it, and demand is beginning to surge. You may wonder how many people are truly looking to buy this coin. The answer is, more than ever. With online coin groups growing in number and popularity, and with YouTube channels, collectors' fairs, and auction sites showcasing coins like this, interest is exploding. Collectors from Europe, the United States, and across Asia are also eyeing Australian decimal coins as part of expanding global portfolios. So if you happen to come across the 1983 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin with no mint mark, hold on to it. Don't treat it like spare change. This coin could represent a small fortune. Store it safely, avoid cleaning it, and consider professional grading if it's in great condition. You may be holding a future treasure. Every year, collectors look for coins with untapped value. The 1983 no mint mark 10-cent coin is one of those underappreciated gems, rising steadily in recognition and reward. Its story is still unfolding, and those who invest now could be looking at a major return down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, this is more than a coin. It's a bridge to the past, a financial opportunity, and a tangible piece of Australia's cultural legacy. As values increase and availability shrinks, this coin will only become more prized. Start searching your collection today. Your fortune might be sitting quietly among the rest, waiting to be discovered. Don't underestimate what a single coin can do. Let the 1983 no mint mark 10-cent coin be the beginning of your journey into a world where passion, history, and value come together in the palm of your hand. Keep collecting, keep learning, and always be ready to spot the next hidden treasure.